come out aggressive, right? No, it doesn't feel good being swept. They got to come out, be aggressive, shoot their shots, pick up full court. It's going to be a tough one, but they can pull it off. Totally right. They do have to do that. I don't know if they'll be able to, but they have to. TJ McConnell, Nevar, you know what they can do. They did it last game. Can you do it again? Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner. Can you do it? It's going to take a collective contribution award or Boston.
Win or lose, I think this Indiana Pacers team has earned our respect. I mean, they played this series tough in the whole season, so win or lose.
Rick Carlisle is challenging you to do just that. Go after them is what he said.
Thank you so much for watching Courtside, presented by Pronamel. Let's go out to Gainbridge Arena for the start of our coverage, where moments ago, Hall of Famer Bill Walton was recognized with a moment of silence.
The NBA family mourns the passing of Hall of Famer Bill Walton. Bill was the #1 overall pick in the 1974 NBA draft following a legendary career at UCLA. He led Portland to the 1977 NBA championship and was named league MVP in 1978. His skill, desire, determination, and leadership resulted in his winning 6th Man of the Year honors while playing a key role for the 1986 NBA champion Boston Celtics. Bill was a member of both the NBA 50th and 75th anniversary teams. After his playing career, his enthusiasm, passion, and love for basketball translated to broadcasting success and to a life spent promoting and growing the game around the world. We ask you to join us in a moment of silence to honor one of the most influential and beloved figures in history, Bill Walton.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill, celebrate responsibly. And Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google.
Celtics set one forward 6'6" from California, 7 Jaylen Brown. At the other forward, 6'8" from Duke, 0 Jason Tatum. The center is 6'9" from Florida, 42 Al Horford. And one guard, 6'4" from Colorado, 9 Derek White. And at the other guard, 6'5" from UCLA, 4 Drew Holiday. The head coach is Joe Mazzulla. Fans, the Boston Celtics. All right, Pacers fans, let's hear ya!
Oh shit.
At the other forward, 6'6" from Vanderbilt, 23 Eric.
Indiana Pacers desperate for a win.
Going to the opponent's home building, you want to win. It's a very emotional sport. You got that out. position right now. We're one win away from the finals.
We're going to be back here Monday night. We're going to come at it even harder.
Ready for game 4 between the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T. Here in Indianapolis, it has been a terrific season for these Pacers. Their first conference final in 10 years, showing grit and toughness throughout these playoffs. Will it end tonight? The Celtics will do their best. Starting lineups brought to you by Halliburton. So Boston will stick with their same starting 5. Al Horford in there, no Kristaps Porzingis. As Rick Carlisle did for the Pacers in game 3, the rookie Ben Shepherd will start. Drew Nittmark, who was magnificent, once again will be the starting point guard. As we're set to go here for game 4, the Celtics undefeated on the road, 5-0. They know what a 3-0 conference final deficit feels like. It was just last year. They lost the first 3 games to Miami, stormed back, won 3 in a row, and then lost game 7 on their own floor. So the Celtics have all talked about it. It's not over. We know that. We know you can't relax. And especially, JJ, the way the Pacers have played throughout these playoffs, you know, if there's one team that is not thinking about vacation, it's the Indiana Pacers. They have consistently shown a level of toughness, both mentally and physically. They have grit. There's no indication that this group is willing to mail it in. I expect a fight tonight from the Indiana Pacers. And Doris, one of the phrases we've heard for the past couple of days, the closeout games are the hardest. It usually is the case. You never can tell sometimes when it's 3-0 in a game 4. But again, the Pacers are a different breed.
Well, their movement and their relentlessness on the offensive end requires great communication effort for the entire 24-second shot clock.
Well, Tatum coming off from a magnificent game of game 3. Horford, Brown, good luck corner 3. Won't go and turn over the rebound. Nittmark racing up the floor. He said his job is to keep the pace up and let everybody touch the ball. He did a magnificent job the other night in that. Siakam with 7 on the shot clock. Backs in against Tatum. Turns, jump shot. Siakam is good. On the drive, Brown. And a whistle and a foul.
Siakam has been so good in this series in one-on-one situations, and it hasn't really mattered who has guarded him. A number of Boston Celtics have matched up against him, and he just has the size and skill to score right over the top.
Nittmark picked up the foul. Brown goes right back at Nittmark. Ball knocked loose, gets it back. Tatum struggles to control, still has plenty of time. Step back, shoots over Turner, 3-pointer's good. Tatum found the 3-point range the other night.
It's the only thing that's been missing, Mike. He's provided stout defense. He's rebounded with authority and consistently. And the 3-point shooting started to turn last game.
Nittmark, jump shot, got it. It was amazing. With 32 points in game 3. Best game of his career. Also had 9 assists, 4 rebounds, only 2 turnovers. And when Brown goes in, Neesmith gets past him, an easy shot there for Brown.
This guy has been incredible at getting to the basket. Already 52 paint points in this series. Jaylen Brown has been unstoppable when he gets downhill.
Tatum got a piece of the Siakam shot. Nice lob pass into Tatum. Looks to back it. He thought he got it. Ball knocked out of bounds. The Pacers will get it back. Game 3, the Pacers played so well early, especially in that first half. They actually had an 18-point lead about midway through the third quarter. And then the Celtics defense just took over the game. Shepherd looking for Turner. Nittmark right back to Turner. Nice pass. Can't finish. Rebound Horford. another extraordinary game in game 3. Already has Siakam on him.
The Celtics missed a chance to hit Jaylen Brown in the post. Aaron Nemhard had hit the deck. Now they're a dwindling shot clock.
Tatum shoots over Shepard. That one off the mark. Easton. Back up top, Nimhard. Very aggressive again. Easton gets a good look. Too strong, and Tatum grabs the rebound. Tatum again averaging over 10 boards a game. Total package in these playoffs. Now drives inside. Shot blocked. Knocked out of bounds. And it's still going to be Celtic ball.
Do you think you've ever seen Derek White out of position with his body on the defensive end? That last drive, he's able to be in position in case he needs to on the drive and still get out to test the shot. Like, I feel like his body position is always right.
There's maybe been once or twice in his career, I assume. I gotta go check the tape on that one for us.
Holiday knocks down the 3. Early 4-point lead for Boston. Turner inside to Siakam. Siakam, a big scorer for him, their leading scorer and rebounder throughout the playoffs. Gets it over to go, his second field goal.
They've lived in that big range. And if you're Joe Mazzulla, you're thinking about what can I live with? Well, can you live consistently with pull-ups from Nemhard and Pascal Siakam? Because they're going to wear that big range out.
Derek White, a quick release on the 3. Boston, 3 of 4 from 3-point range. And whistle and foul. It's going to go against Tatum on the hold of Siakam.
Well, Indiana, like you said, Doris, is going to try to wear the big range out. But look at this spacing again. 5 out, swing pass. Boston's going to try to wear out the 3-point line. They've led the league in 3-pointers made in the regular season. They led the league in 3-pointers attempted in the regular season.
Siakam backs in, shot short. Holiday pushed him out perhaps a little more than he wanted. Holiday stops, fires, straight pointers good. Point lead. Nimhard, jumper's good. You know, I think the impressive thing with Nimhard, he's doing this against the best defensive backcourt in the NBA.
He's 10 for 13 in game 3 against Brown, White, and Holiday. Those are all league-level defenders, Doris.
And what did he tell us prior to the game? The Celtics was like, hey, where did you get that confidence? He goes, well, I kind of believe I'm the best player on the floor. He goes, maybe I shouldn't say that exactly, but there's a confidence and fearlessness to that young man.
Brown drives, too strong off the glass. Nimhard throws it out to Shepard. Shepard has a start, his first playoff start here in the game. Struggled a bit. Third shot blocked by White. All out of bounds. Still facing ball.
I'm taking this because I'm going to back up my point that this guy's always in the right body position defensively. Look at him scramble, stay in front, make the player try to shoot over him, and use my elite skills as a shot blocker. Derek White doing something.
And the 60 say, Memphis, kids, if you would like a teddy bear, make some noise! I'm kidding you.
capping it off strong with Pacers playoff basketball. $20 again. This is while supplies last at our Pacers team store, or hit up one of the team store stands located around the field house and grab this tonight. We want to hand it out over here in sections 1 and sections 2. Who wants it? Let's get the building revved up right now. Who wants the game night special? Come on!
Basketball coming out of high school there. Ended up playing 3 years at Division II ECF before transferring to Colorado. White was selected 29th overall by the Spurs in the 2017 NBA draft and was traded to the Celtics in February of 2022. Mike?
All right, Lisa, the interesting thing about this, and he told the story, JJ, on your the old man on the 3 podcast, is that because he had to go Division II, he had to pay tuition and take out a student loan due to the college score. So after he got drafted, his first NBA paycheck, he paid off his student loan. His wife comes inside on too. How many NBA players have had to do that?
Not many, and I have a feeling Derek White is going to get a nice extension this offseason from the Boston Celtics.
Eastman flies high, staying on the 3. Tatum in the front court. Eastman, who has just done yeoman's work all playoffs on the defensive end, playing the best player. You gotta have a short memory when you do that night after night. Tatum gets inside, beautiful left-hand switch from Tatum.
He worked for every bit of that, and that's what Eastman did. I mean, think about the work that he did on Jalen Brunson to help them advance to this round, Mike. That was the key switch they made.
Now gets inside and scored. First round, it was Chris Middleton. It's like every night it's difficult. But all those players, their shooting percentages are below the norm. As the final, it's not like the Calder picks up his first. Donato was spectacular in Game 3 the other night, coming off the bench. Reminder to head into NBA 2K24, boost your My Team lineup with this locker code. Enter this code to redeem a playoffs pack with a 99 overall or better player. See you on the court. Xavier Tillman, Sam Hauser. Come on. Obi Toppin, Isaiah Jackson also. And Drew Holiday turns and scores his 3 for 3.
And I love the way when Drew Holiday drives and plays off 2 feet, he gives the defender a little nudge. He's not a big player, and against size, he'll use his body to create separation.
Not get that one to go, but McDermott also wins. Tillman kicks it out. Hauser fires away, can't get the ball, top of the rebound. As Dick Carlisle has said, he's going to play guys maybe shorter stints. He thought they got a little tired the second half of Game 3. Eastman can't finish, and Holiday comes out of the pack. Jaylen Brown attacks and kicks it out. Tatum, corner 3. Connell triples the base. Continues all the way down. McConnell already with 6 points in 2 minutes.
They're downsized a little bit without Turner, but this group played well together the other night, and I like that pace right there. TJ absolutely relentless.
Holiday, back out, Hauser, goes in the corner. Hopefully takes off performance, backing in. Holds on to a critical block. And a 24-second violation.
is excellent individual defense from Isaiah Jackson. He was providing help, closed out, stayed in front, and then the late block from Jackson.
Anyway.
Throughout the course of these playoffs. Yes, short stints, but really effective stints.
E. Smith fired away. Pacers flying into the rebound. Comes up. Pacers shooting 44%, just 1 of 5 from 3. Now gets inside. Gets another look. That one goes. And Hauser been really struggling. That was really feel good for Hauser. A great regular season. They've just struggled to win some games. Goes to the rim. Jackson still won't go. Jackson gets it back. This one. Well, I was picked up by Derek Conley. Second point up for Tyler Frame. Rocking running it down, but throws it out of bounds. You allow Jaylen Brown to get to his right-handed transition. That's going to create all sorts of issues. That time it leads to a wide-open Sam Hauser 3.
That's his first three-pointer of the conference final as he cuts back door, layup spot. Good help defense as well as the foul comes the other way. Here's the Kermit. And Kermit, another good three-point shooter, nails that one. He has not played much. He has not shot much. What brings the Pacers with a 3 and the Celtics call timeout.
You wonder, does a team down 3-0 want to show up and fight? Do they want to take a plane ride? Do they want to keep their season alive? The fight early has been solid.
Pacer fans, well, this next group, they are the best dance team in the NBA, and they are getting ready to put on a great show for you guys right now. Please put your hands together for your Indiana Pacemates.
Sports brought to you by Starry Lemon Lime. Every year it seems teams are setting three-point records. Celtics tied their own record from last year. 8 players with over 100 three-point field goals made. The game has changed so much. It used to be just a handful of guys down the roster up and down. JJ, you did it 9 times over 100 three-pointers. It's amazing how many guys now have that skill.
Thank you for the shout out, Mike. I appreciate that. You're very welcome. I also made over 200 a few times, I think.
4 times. And all. Horford. And Tatum. But if you remember, there's only a couple of few guys. There were just a few guys on each roster. And now it's amazing how many shoot a substantial amount of threes.
Well, the Celtics in most lineups, right? Most of their lineups include three-point shooters at 5 positions. They talk all the time about fighting to keep their spacing. It's a huge part of their success, obviously.
Toppin hits the 3 after a great save from Isaiah Jackson. Looked like it was going to be a turnover. But Jackson showing the hustle you spoke of, Doris. Celtics lead cut to 2. Walker starting off that 7-3 game. In game 3, it's Tatum against McDermott. Spins, layup, good. Over both sides now.
It's a tough matchup for McDermott, but I like that Tatum didn't settle for the jumper there. Got cut off the first time, continued to attack the basket.
Obi Toppin tries another 3. That one's too strong. And Hauser looks into out of bounds. And Celtics get it back. 4 substitutions. Pritchard will come in. Nimward returns to the Pacers.
It's Isaiah Jackson just hustling, never giving up on a play. His activity, every time he steps in, you know what you're going to get, leads to a three-point shooting opportunity for Obi.
Tatum, Nimward on again. Tatum spins, Nimward plays it well. It's a big top shot on airball. Toppin comes out of the pack. Here's Nimward, gets into the paint. Nimward turns, shoots, stands there at the ball. Walker had it, lost it. Jackson comes up. Siakam sees the double. White plays it out, 5 to shoot. Pacers, meanwhile, not shot well, which is so unusual. They've shot over 50% each game. They're only 38%, but they have 6 offensive rebounds. Tough pass. It has been so fun to watch Obi Toppin in these playoffs. His development, he has found a fit here in Indiana. He's developed as a three-point shooter, obviously in transition, but he's just been a key piece throughout these playoffs. So the change of scenery for him really worked for him as for the Pacers. The bench already has 14 of their 25 points. Nimward gets inside. Pritchard played it well. Nimward's only got net. And it's going to be Celtics ball with 27-42.
You see Derek White trying to contend. A really good job pinching in by Obi Toppin. Just uses that right arm, gets hit buried beneath the basket. Very little you can do. Uses his length. Pretty pass, too.
It's been a very quick first quarter. It hasn't been a free throw yet. Each team with just 1 turnover. 3.5-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tatum double, finds Pritchard. Oh, nice fix from Pritchard, got hit in the head. He goes down inadvertently. After a great ball fake.
He's so good.
All right, Peyton Pritchard with the shot fake. Obviously not intentional from Jackson.
Back right smack in the kissing. The officials discussing something. They're not going to look at it. The Celtics want a flagrant foul. But I agree with you, JJ. That's just him flying in the air after getting faked out. Richard with some blood there by the lip. So, I don't know if they called the timeout, but meanwhile, I'll tell you the upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by ESPN Bet. Tomorrow, TNT and True TV. At 8:30, Western Conference Finals Game 4, Dallas looking for the sweep. And then Wednesday, if necessary, we'll be back in Boston for Game 5 of this series. So because of that blood, Richard. A tough shot right square in the face. Richard has always shot well from three-point range in the playoffs. The Boston bench not as prominent in this series. I thought it was interesting, Norris, what Joe Mazzulla's telling us about. Some series, the bench isn't as impactful, just by the way the series goes and the matchups.
So in game one, I remember saying to JJ, serving a timeout, feels like this pace was moving very quickly for Sam Hauser. You wondered over the course of the next couple games would he settle in from a speed standpoint. I feel like he's competed defensively. He's just not made shots.
I think for anybody who has played in the playoffs, you know, if you're not a star player, sometimes it's just not your series, right? Doc Rivers said that to me in 2017 against Utah after game one. He said, I was a starter. He said, this is not going to be your series.
Okay, that feels like, are you...
No, you have to be willing to accept that and still try to help your team. Horford, they got to found the kid. Smart play from Horford.
Does he say it in a nice way? I'm just trying to imagine.
It was in a team film session.
Okay, it's fine. All right.
Utah was top blocking me as soon as I crossed half court. He said, go stand in the corner, space the floor for us.
2.6. Jackson sits down. Nice minutes for Jackson. 2.6 to go. McDermott right back to McConnell. McConnell drives down. Scoop layup. Oh, TJ McConnell. A gorgeous play. And the Pacers go with it. Two of them review it. And he clearly got it off in time.
So this movement creates some confusion. They switch a little bit too late. Beautiful chase action from the Pacers and the feathery touch over Derek White. 2-point game. TJ's bringing it.
and the Fever are
Tonight, this is brought to you by Brooks Drew. Up to
I think CJ getting into the paint.
Magkano
That
yung
kind of
Xerox
sparked something
yan?
for him, so
Mandar.
the paint as best as possible.
Pagkano mo nga ito?
professional coming into this game because of illness, just like in game 3. Just how have you been able to battle through whatever it is that you're dealing with?
Then for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Ano eh, championship na yan.
Man, a few words here in game
Ah.
4. Thank you, Lisa. Open up the second, 2 points.
27-29.
It's interesting, Casey's only down 2 and they haven't shot the ball well. Siakam shoots the ball well there. He's got 6 points. Pascal Siakam in this series is now 17 of 25 on mid-range jumpers. I was not a math major at Duke, but I think that's 68%. That's just ridiculous. You just think it's going to go in whenever
Ba't ayaw mo palakyan?
some nights you think everything's going into Hartford like the game 3. It's his second field goal tonight. Jumping back in with Turner, McDermott. Siakam, guarded by
Iwasan mo mahulugan ng... Ano eh, parang putol yung isa.
That's going to be Brown first.
Colored mo ah.
Siakam has had a lot of success in the series against Warford, and on this late switch, late shot clock, just a feathery touch. And this is just now, you see James
Pincer
Brown
at saka
grab his jersey and
Celtic.
on the drive from Siakam.
It feels like he was in Toronto. People forgot how talented this guy is, right? Toronto not on TV a ton. Obviously, after their championship, they're in a different mode as an organization. He is so solid, Mike.
But he said it was sad for him to leave again because we talked about this the other game, how he grew up there as a basketball player, but felt it was time. Of course, he's from Canada. The first NBA game he ever played in, that was the first NBA game he ever saw in person.
Tatlo ang computer ng gamit.
2-point Celtic lead. Brown drives, gets inside, left hand will go, and tipped it to the right side. Goes McConnell. Back to Turner. Hooked away by Brown. It's only second turnover. Holiday throws it in. Brown gets another one in. Now Jalen Brown. That's a pass from Drew Holiday. It was definitely a heads-up pass. I wouldn't describe it as an accurate pass.
Hindi, ako na.
Huwag mong sarado to. Paano lalabas na sarado?
The game-winning 3 in game 1, a 40-point game in game 3. Average 30 points per game in the series. The Pacers extend the series once again. We'll have game 5 on Wednesday night from the TD Garden in Boston. Our coverage will begin with NBA countdown at 7. The tip-off shortly after 8. Another 30-point maintain in game 2. They played well again in game 3. Siakam in the front court. Siakam lost it. Holiday all over him. DeMar tries a corner 3. That's good.
Sinong leading ngayon? Championship na yan? Ha? Ah, hindi pa.
And that's sort of the risk if you're the Indiana Pacers of putting multiple defenders in the backcourt. Doesn't allow you to transition. Out in transition. Picture another three.
Ah. Sabi ni gugulot eh. Ako na.
Here in the first half thus far. Inmark, no hesitation. Got it. Inmark, second three-pointers. He's in double figures again. Then Joe Matua wants timeout. The starting point guard likes what the backup point guard's doing for the second straight game.
It's absolutely fearless is Andrew Nemhard. Expanded opportunity because no Tyrese Halliburton. He said, guess what? I'm not bad myself. A couple of threes, Nemhard right there.
Welcome our contestants tonight. We have Michael and his son Henry. You can have the opportunity to win $1,500 courtesy of KeyBank. We also have Juan Gonzalez. He's going to be our banker tonight. He is the president of KeyBank in Central Indiana. So make some noise for all of them one time. All right, $1,500 is on the line, Michael. Which case do you think has the $1,500 in it? He's saying E. We're going to bring that one over. Pacers fans, make some noise. Let's get this building revved up right now. For Michael.
Baka David, nandito na ako.
Get rid of tonight. Pacer fans, help them out a little bit. The K, the Y, or the key? Which one we getting rid of? The K. He's saying the K. What do you guys think? The K? All right, let's open it up and check it out. What is it? 750. All right, so we have 500, 1,000, and 1,500 still out there. The Y or the key? The Y or the key? What are we going for? Pacers fans, help them out. The Y or the key? What are you thinking?
Why?
Why? Let's open it up. 1,000. All right, so we still have 500 and 1,500. I'm going to lean into one here. We're going to get an offer. All right, so the offer tonight is $800. Deal or no deal? Michael, Henry, what do you think, Henry? $800. You want to take the 800 and go home with it and spend it? Or you want to keep what's in your case? What about 900? $900. 900 to keep what's in your case. Last offer. Pacers fans, they're going with what's in the case. Pacers fans, let's open it up. $500. Oh, you guys should have took the 900. That's all right. Still going home with $500 courtesy of KeyBank. Make some noise for them one more time. Michael, Henry, KeyBank, deal or no deal?
Today with today's news that Bill Walton is gone, not just in the NBA, not just the basketball world, but for so many who are fortunate to have Bill in their lives, for whatever bizarre and crazy reason that was. He was the definition of larger-than-life figure, an enormous giant of size, talent, spirit, and heart, one of the greats to play. Injuries ravaged his career, but not before he showed us just how special he was, and his love for the game, second to none. And he shared that love with all of us in his own unique and, yes, oftentimes disturbing way. Because that's why we love Bill. Nothing in life is a certain, but it's safe to say there will never, ever be another Bill Walton.
I did not personally know Bill, but our colleagues Richard Jefferson and Dave Pash had obviously a close relationship, so I know how fondly they thought of Bill. And listening to you and Rick Carlisle talk about him today was moving. One thing that Rick said that stood out. He had a priority to make every moment of his life the best moment. That is a life well lived.
One of my favorite mountain team of all time. Mike Green, Bill Walton, and Snapper Jones, whether with NBC or with us. This incredible NBA memories.
Rick Carlisle, who was his teammate in the '86 champion Celtics, told this story before the game. about leaving on a date. His first date with his soon-to-be wife, or you didn't know it at the time. Bill got him great event tickets, not just tickets, backstage passes. Siakam and a foul. We could go on and on with so many stories. And we appreciate your patience in that. Siakam on the chance of a three-point play.
The Pacers have had an identity all season. They've had an identity throughout the playoffs. They are looking to push. They are looking to play fast. They are looking to turn defense into offense. Siakam off to a great start tonight.
He's got 9 points, 5 boards. Horford picks up his second foul. And this is the largest first-half lead. Trailing by 8, an 11-point turnaround, so a nice response, but that's what these Pacers have done time and time again throughout this postseason. Tatum, turnaround, stops, leans in, left-handed, oh, beautiful slip play from Jason Tatum. Denmark looking, Siakam wants it, White's going in, Siakam turns, shot, got it to go. He thought he was fouled again.
He's aggressive, getting the spots on the floor. And anytime he's had Derek White on, he's like, I'm going to just shoot right over the top of you. Derek is excellent individually. That's just size differential.
Straight on to the three. One off the mark. Disturbing. White stops and then go after it. As Richards comes up the rebound. Richards a really good rebounder. A player his size. Tillman blocked by Denmark. Tillman gets it back. Shot clock running down. Brown has to hoist it up. Rebound. Tillman will pick up his second. That's one of the things that Richard does.
This is down the other end. Pascal Siakam, to me, from the outset, his mindset is, I'm rim running. If I can get a post up on a player I like, which is most players at this point, get over that left shoulder to his right hand. Almost impossible.
Pacers have not missed a shot here in the second. Now back up to their normal 51% shooting. They were the first team in NBA history to shoot 50% or better in the first 3 games of the playoff series and lose all 3 games. It's never happened before. Right to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Tatum goes at Shepard. Leads in. And one. Shepard pulled hard. Stayed aggressive. Tatum just overpowered.
And he's had this matchup a few times in every game. At the foul line area, and he feels like he can use his size and use his strength to either play bully ball like he does right here or shoot right over the top of that shot. And now 12 points, we're tied again.
Because the points you made earlier to me is when Tatum's at his best. And that's when he's not settling for that step-back jump shot. I know he likes it. I know it's been effective at times in his career. But to me, most effective when he's setting up his post game, getting downhill as a driver, the three will come. And it will come off their spacing and ball movement.
Second foul on Tatum. Expressing his displeasure with Zach Zarby. Kind of threw the ball up in the air and then realized, let me catch it. So Turner, who was the playoffs throughout for Indiana. They've been challenged, they've been tested, they've been pushed, they've been punched. Keep fighting back. Trying to stay alive and force a trip back to Boston. Now a 2-point lead, 5 minutes gone by here in the second. White to fake, White to drive, scoop layup is good.
So they're doing a better job, right? They're going Tatum White screen just to get that matchup. The quick switch is there, but as soon as that switch comes, they're just attacking that size or the lack thereof.
Siakam had the mismatch. Hauser, though, played him well, made him rush the shot. Tillman struggling with his dribble. He lost it. Policeman. Denmark kicks it out. Shepard. Turner. Long stride back 3-point mark. No good. Brown drives past Neesmith, gets inside. Once again, goes to the rim. Rick Carlisle calls timeout.
Jaylen Brown in transition. Wants to get to his right hand. If you don't load multiple bodies to the basketball, bad things happen to your defense.
So here's the quick switching we're talking about. Pick and roll with Derek White to get the matchup. But look at what Tatum does. He feels that pressure from the backside. Gives it up at the perfect time. Wow.
Want more playoff stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads the basketball playoffs in three-pointers?
Back in Indianapolis for Game 4, Celtics with a 2-point lead. An enormous disparity in Game 3. Still hard to believe it's that close when it's that many. If you look at that 33-point difference. Ball poked out of bounds. 10 to shoot for Indiana. We've got Isaiah Jackson back in with Neesmith, Toppin, McConnell, and Shepard. Jackson on the bounce, goes inside, the run on floor is cut. Isaiah Jackson didn't see that coming. And there is a beautiful shot. Brown trouble. Good enough defense.
Well, we talk about the energy with Isaiah Jackson, but here he makes a nice rip-through move on Tillman and the tough finish. And on that defensive possession, Ben Shepard gets Jaylen Brown going left. Aaron Neesmith provides the support. Turnover. Good job there from Indiana.
Third turnover for Boston. Kyle back up top. Defensive side deflected and stolen. Tatum ahead. Brown goes up. Gently throws it down. Brown now at 6 points. The Celtics back up by 2. Top and foul on the entry pass before any shot, so it'll be a side out. White picks up his first.
The Boston Celtics are first in offensive efficiency this year, second in defensive efficiency. Ball comes loose, sprint out by your best athlete. That's worth 2 points, but it's pretty. You are not a math major, you are a history and cultural anthropology minor major.
There you go. I was 2 credits short of having a double major, but I didn't want to do multiple classes my last semester.
What did you learn in anthropology?
I learned how to respect the other.
Tatum goes inside. I wasn't expecting a serious hit like that. Brown goes inside. Well, wave it off. Offensive foul on Brown. That's going to be his second.
Tatum.
Clearly he disagrees. That's very close.
And the question there is the left foot set on the upward motion. You're allowed to drag that right foot. It looks almost like the left foot is set as Jaylen Brown goes into his shooting motion, as he's going into his gather and upward motion, simultaneously with that left foot being set. Bang, bang, it's a tough call. Doris, you seem to disagree here?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm wondering if tie goes to the runner in that instance, essentially.
2 fouls on Brown and Tatum. Only play with 2 fouls on Indiana McDermott. 4.5 left here in the second. Shepard fires away, knocks down the 3. That's his first field goal in 2 games. Shepard has played extremely well in these playoffs. Getting the start in the last 2 weeks. Tatum steps back, jump shot, shoots strong. But he goes back to it, then he holds on, not Boston. And then a foul's going to be called against Turner. Miles Turner can't believe it as he picks up his first foul. And not the penalty yet, so side out 14th foul against Indiana. Well, that's what they call. Arm's got him tagged. Brown crossover, lost it. Get it back. Got clock at 2. Brown rises up, jump shot. Lamar throws it ahead. Shepard tries it in. Comes up short. Brown may have gotten a piece of that. Eric White. Left Siakam with a couple of Al Horford screens. Great ball movement in, winds up in the layup.
That to me is still about their spacing, right? You have to close to the 3, and that's ball reversal to attack a closeout.
And it was 3 quick decisions, too, to get that ball to Jason Tatum.
Very physical defense. Holiday's going to be whistled. That shot will not count. Holiday picks up the keys first. Celtics in the penalty. So Siakam will go to the free throw line.
What I like about Indiana, it hasn't mattered if Siakam, Turner, even Toppin earlier have had Drew, Derek White on them. They're still challenging them in the paint.
Let's check in with Lisa.
Well, Mike, Tyrese Halliburton missing his 2nd consecutive game tonight because of that hamstring injury. He left game 2. With about 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, didn't return. It's the same hamstring that caused him to miss 10 games. Earlier in the season, I've been told that he continues to progress and has felt better each day. And Mike, the Pacers have not ruled out the possibility that Halliburton could return in this series if Indiana can extend it.
Well, Pacers would love to be playing in Boston coming up on Wednesday. Would love to have him in the lineup. Right now, not in the lineup. They're up by 1 as we approach 3 minutes remaining. First half. There's Tatum, gets past to the inside for the slam. Mason Tatum flies to the rim.
That little inside out dribble.
It's hard. Backing in. Head fake. Scoops under layup.
Ay, saglit ko yun.
That's not an easy guy to dupe like that. There's Brown, jab step. Fires away. Got the time. Another timeout from Rick Carlisle. Mr. Wahlberg cheering on.
Nembhard, everything right. Multiple fakes, lifts the defender, misses the chippy.
And then Jaylen Brown, Turner has to respect him as a driver. That jab step gives him the space. Rise up, Jaylen Brown.
True power.
Oh.
In rotation, Tatum with the easy basket. It's because of those quick decisions. Nembhard unable to close out under control to Tatum.
Like Rick Carlisle before the game, we were talking about defending the Celtics. It's not easy in the midst of this kind of series to have great admiration for your opponent. Did you hear this voice when he said, listen, my guys are quick, but these guys are tough?
Absolutely. Brown goes in, shot won't go. Both teams have verbally expressed in pre- and post-game press conferences how impressed they are with the other team. Sometimes that's saved when the series is over, but it's happened throughout. So back to the free throw line. Pat Frere discussing it. Carlisle clearly not happy. Brown well short. He's 0 for 3 now from the line.
He lowers his shoulder like that. Ben Shepherd, really no choice but to foul there.
So we have an halftime. We'll talk about this game 4. Game 5. Seems to enjoy the broadcasting.
He's doing a tremendous job. Incredibly old that I had Chris Paul's first game at Madison Square Garden as a freshman at Wake Forest. Jay's first as a freshman at Duke. Gosh.
He's off the pace. Up top, Tatum. Under 2 to play. Celtics a 5-point lead. Turns it over. Nice defense. Siakam strides, kicks it out in the corner. Nembhard. Tied up, lost the dribble, manages to hang on. Nembhard spins, goes right at Brown, stops and backs it home. Little hesitation there. 14 first points for Nembhard.
Well, it's the ball handling for sure, but then it's using your body on the D-cell to get space to shoot over Jaylen Brown.
Tatum against Toppin. Shoots over Toppin. Too strong, Derek White grabs it. Holiday, sidestep three-pointer. Celtics got 8 for 19 from three-point range. steps back behind the arc. He's been racing up the floor. Goes all the way to the reaching foul. I believe it's going to be on Holiday. Yep. So Holiday will pick up his second.
So Nemhard's going to use this spin move to get an angle to the basket. This is the thing we always talk about, the deceleration move. It just throws the defender off. It's a change of pace once you picked up your dribble.
Easton backs 4 points. 12 Stanley Cup playoffs continue on ESPN. Rangers and Panthers game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals from South Florida. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern. Rangers lead 2-1. So JJ, on that decel, it throws off the timing of the defense. How hard is that to get the timing right if you're the one doing the decel?
I got to be honest with you, I never had that in my player development program.
Just to keep your balance on those as well. It's got to be tough. Doris, you must have done the decel many
Never.
times.
I wouldn't remember if I had. It's been so long.
About 4.5 seconds, shot clock, 8 clock. Holiday, 5-24. Holiday scoots inside. What a crafty play from Holiday. Final seconds. Nimhard looking. Nimhard spinning. Goes in, puts it up. It's got a Nimhard again at the buzzer. At 12 points here in the second. 16 more points here in the first half. And the Pacers back within 1.
When we saw Drew Holiday split a few defenders on the other end, Aaron Nemhard splits a couple, and then the runner from the free throw line.
Well, it's only been a couple of games, but the way he's played here in his first conference final, Nimhard is a future star. Meanwhile, Jason Tatum, a current star, he's got 16. 2 quarters complete, 1-point game.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google.
Just a single game of NBA action. My boy, it was a good one of the Western Conference Finals. We get to top out right here on NBA.com at number 5. Luka going over the top of Karl Anthony Towns. Shoots that one through the top of the dome, but somehow it still found its home. Luka Doncic, a genius at number 5. Moving along to number 4, where we always get up off the floor. And Derek Lively by name, Lively by game, treating Rudy rudely. Going right over the top of him, dropping in at number 4. At number 3, to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Nas. Nas Reed making Wolves fans believe on this play. He gets in number 3. Up to number 2 in less than a minute to go, and we got a hammer throw. Luka Doncic in the air, and that's just not fair. Daniel Gafford making it a laugher as he goes up and crushes that one in at number 2. But at number 1 is looking like the GOAT on the lead-in, Anthony Edwards. Didn't win the game, but boy, he brought the pain on this one. Anthony Edwards with the MJ throwdown land at number 1 on NBA.com. Come on.
times be
stay alone and hope, to be quite honest with you. I think everybody else, CPR, Pascal Siakam playing well, TJ McConnell playing well. But Nembhard is going to have to be the one that's explosive again because Boston is just lurking around. You look at Jason Tatum, you look at Drew Holiday, you look at Derek White. They're shooting with a good percentage. Jaylen Brown is 4 of 11 from the field, but you know he can get it going at any moment. Boston's just lurking and just waiting. That's what they're doing.
As we've learned in this series, if you're a Pacer fan, you want to be up about 8 points with a minute and a half to go, not 2, not tied. And to be honest, Celtics should have the advantage in that equation. They've got all their full team together. They've got guys that are great at closing. So Pacers, if this is nip and tuck with a minute or 2 to go, it really does favor the Celtics. But the Pacers can still win this game.
Both of these series have been similar, and particularly in that way, in closing. I mean, the Timberwolves and Pacers just don't seem to be at the point yet in which they know enough to be able to close that way. And they're suffering 3-0 deficits because of it.
Well, in the case of the Pacers, I don't think it's a lack of knowledge. I think Halliburton being out of that line.
What knowledge left over?
I think Nembhard's going to have to be even more aggressive this second half. But like Stephen A. said, they're just hanging around Boston. They're not worried at all. They've done this in just about every game. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens down the stretch.
I think breaking news, CP3 said, like Stephen A. said.
Sorry. Put that in the bottom line of the very
Bob,
Bob.
I blocked that out. I couldn't
But
process
if you're
it.
the Indiana Pacers and you've played in all these close games, as Stephen A. said, Chris, how can they make this one end differently? What can they have learned from these last couple?
Man, I think down the stretch, they're just going to have to simplify it, right? Nembhard's been playing so well. Siakam is playing really well. I think if it does get close, they'll just go into a ball screen with those two, and they're just going to have to be aggressive.
That's why it's so dangerous from Boston.
As CP3 said, tell you what, I'm a giver.
Anyways, Nembhard and McConnell, welcome to the American consciousness. These guys are showing up and playing the big game right before our eyes.
Yeah, but it's the second half, isn't it?
Well, you picked the Pacers.
What are you waiting? I'm not jumping off.
You sure? It seems like
I'm
it.
jumping off.
All right.
I gotta see it from Boston. Let's see it.
Pascal Siakam, though,
Don't tell me.
13 first half points for him. We talked about him needing to really step up in the absence of Tyrese Halliburton.
Don't get swept, fellas. Don't get swept.
We'll be right back.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
How about a hand for Christian and Scooby? You can find Christian and Scooby on social media or check out their website, christianandscooby.com. Awesome job.
It's off the center for the seventh game. The Celtics are going to win this a game 7 back in Boston.
Down 3-2 in Miami, conference finals. 3 seconds left, and the call of a play, they doubled me and Smart catches the ball and shoots it, and I just run to the basket. And me and D White both jump when it goes his way. And I remember just falling and just being like, oh my God. He just starts going crazy. And for a second, I was like, no, it's too good to be true. There's no way. Because I could not believe the emotions of that game and how we won and beat ourselves.
White, favorite part of the playoff, angry. They happy to be back home. They fans change the field. All we gotta do our job. Two games for the fight. On every side. Do a little thing. Rebound. Take care of the ball. And knock down some stuff, baby! Here we go! Come on! Let me scream! Scream! Stay! Stay! Where? 10 feet. Where? No, OT! Foul! That's when we go to the bench. We got a lot of players. I mean, we can get to the top. We got three like that all day. They come. Come on. Run, JB. Get a stop. Yeah. We having fun, huh? We having fun. We good. We get the rebound. We get a steal. Take ball. That's how it is. We take ball. Right. Come on! Come on! Yeah!
Welcome back to the Toyota halftime.
Stephen A., what do you want to see from Jason Tatum in the second half?
Boy, Dad, stop with the damn three-point shooting all over the place. Take it up.
You don't want nobody to shoot a three-point shot.
I want them just not
NBA halftime is presented by Toyota and the all-new Tacoma. Legendary capability meets electrifying power. So please try to hold on. Toyota, let's go places.
The Boston Celtics honored members from the 66, 76, and 86 championship teams on Tuesday night. Here's a little preview of what Bill Walton had to say on what Celtics pride meant to him.
Pride, the satisfaction with our choices. I begged, pleaded, and ultimately bought my way onto this team. The best money I ever spent. With Red Auerbach, who we all loved, and we would do anything for him. For Bill Russell, who stood so tall for everything that we believed in. And to be able to come and play on that court in that gym with these fans and those banners and those retired numbers, there is nothing like what it is to be a proud member of the Celtic family.
fight. He was a fierce competitor who wanted only to win.
Hey, Mello, want a ring? So it was like that, huh?
Oh, we get it, bro. You got 3 championship rings. You believe this guy? He's talking about onion rings, and I really want some. Why would he be talking about onion rings? He's actually holding onion rings.
That ain't right, bro.
Oh, no, Mello. I wouldn't do you like that.
Next time, just get some fries. Just some fries next time. It's like that. It's 2012 all over again.
Welcome back to Eastern Conference Finals, and they're presented by AT&T Game 4. Right now, a 1-point lead for the Celtics that we're set to start the third quarter. Tonight's first half stats brought to you by ESPN Bet. JJ?
Rick Carlisle told us the Indiana Pacers are a concept team, not a set play team. They're a hard team to game plan for because they make quick decisions, they change ends, and they're always looking to get downhill and into the paint, Doris.
Speed is hard to keep up with, particularly if they're random, but they're special situations. The baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds. This a little bit more about play design, and they have been exceptional scoring in those special situations. Isaiah Jackson showing a figure of 2 off the bounce.
Meanwhile, if there was any doubt that the Indiana Pacers were going to come out with fight and force, not the way we've seen them. I mean, all postseason they've been spectacular, and again, a great effort without Halliburton.
Another great effort from T.J. McConnell off the bench, and Andrew Nembhard, who was spectacular in that second quarter.
So great when players get an expanded opportunity, even if it comes at the cost of an incredible player, Tyrese Halliburton, that they're able to meet that moment.
Nembhard up top. Turner high, arcing three, it's good. As we send it over to Lisa.
Hey, Michael, I asked Rick Carlisle what he likes about what he's seen from his team. He said, we've been fighting really hard. Defensively, he said, we've been making fewer mistakes than the last game. He said, but the Celtics have picked up their game too. He said, it's going to be tight. We've got to keep attacking. I've got to keep fresh guys in the game. We've got to get into their legs a little bit.
All right, thank you, Lisa. Well, the Pacers have one less three-pointer than the Celtics. That could be a big number for them. Siakam, he's going to try another three. Most of it was the second half of Game 3 when the Celtics completely turned it around with great defense. Holiday goes inside. Can't get it to fall. Nembhard. Turner, no hesitation. Turner, back-to-back threes. So this is the largest lead of the game for the Pacers, a 5-point advantage.
What happened at the end of the second quarter? They closed well. What happened at the start of the third? They started well. These are points of emphasis consistently for both coaches. Mazzulla, this drives him nuts when his team does not do either of those things well.
Eric White with 4 of the 24. Steps back his three-pointer. That won't go. Siakam outlet Nembhard. Throws it ahead to Turner, but throws it out of bounds. Third points themselves as my 4th.
This is what we were talking about with the random Nembhard. Just pushing in transition, Turner trailing the play, the quick flip, back-to-back threes to start the second half for Miles Turner.
Turner has shot well from three-point range throughout these playoffs. Brown gets in, backs it in, just overwhelms Nembhard.
So I feel like all game, Tatum and Brown looking to attack the paint. More dunk-ins, more post-up opportunities, seeking mismatches in size.
Siakam wide open three. That won't go. Ball poked out of White's hand by Shepard. Holiday has it though. White catches, drives. Tatum now on the bounce. Good recoveries from the Pacers. White takes a tough shot and gets it to go.
Looked like he was trying to draw a foul there
on Ben Shepherd. Didn't get the whistle, but got the bucket.
Speaking of buckets, that's what he's been all about for the last game and a half. He's got 19. 8 of 12 from the field after that masterpiece, the 32-point game in game 3. Tatum, baseline jumper won't go. Eastman, Shepherd, three-pointer won't go. Siakam back up top. Eastman from the elbow. Asker. Timeout, Boston. 6-point lead for the Pacers. They've come out strong here to start the third.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals, presented by AT&T, are brought to you by Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google, and Disney and Pixar's new movie Inside Out 2, only in theaters June 14th. Get tickets now.
The power pack is here. The ball blasters out with us. If you want them to come to your section, you gotta make some noise. Wave your hands so they know to come over. So get loud and make some noise. The pacemakers are looking. Who wants it? They want it right there, Boomers.
Appears to be a very passive Celtics defense. He's walking right into a three, JJ.
There isn't really a sense of urgency right now for the Boston Celtics. You think about what changed midway through that third quarter of Game 3 when the Boston Celtics started their comeback. It was the defensive urgency, the physicality, ball pressure, rotations are quicker. They started that run with 4 straight possessions with a block shot.
6-point advantage. Derek White, nice fake, back up top. Tatum gets a good clean look, lets it fly, and it goes. Jason Tatum is back to 3. Tatum's got 19, 6 and 4 with 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
momentarily. Shot clock at 5. Siakam. Nice defense there from Tatum. Siakam tries, pulls up, jump shot. Long rebound. Shepard tracks it down. Easton goes all the way inside, took some contact. Holiday is going to pick up his 3rd foul. And more free throws for Eastman. A former Celtic. And 7 points.
But that was better initial defense from the Celtics. Jason Tatum cutting off Siakam's drive. They just weren't able to corral that long rebound.
They're 7 of 9 from the free throw line, the Pacers. Upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by Grey Goose. Tomorrow on TNT and True TV, Game 4 from Dallas, Western Conference Finals. Mavericks trying to get back to the NBA Finals. Minnesota trying to keep their season alive on Wednesday. The Pacers win tonight. We'll have Game 5 from Boston. 1 for 2. Walker can't quite hold on. Ball knocked away by White. White down the lane, goes up and throws it down. The defense from White.
That was a broken play. And the Pacers look like they have their offensive rebound.
Shepard to Siakam. Offensive foul on Turner. That's going to be his 2nd. And then a push Brown and Turner. Derek White threw the offensive foul. Turner still yelling at Brown. Capers trying to push him away. That's just going to take a look at this 2-point game.
The call was easy, obviously. That's just a dislodge of a defensive player. Jaylen Brown didn't like the intensity, and there's the response.
Double technicals from Pat Frere. You saw that right away. Clearly an offensive foul.
Shouldn't be anything more than that. Double technical, move on.
This should be a short game. I mean, the call will stand. Jaylen Brown gets the technical for.
You just jumped in. You realize that. You just
we were talking at the same time. Come on, Mike.
It's just like every time we think it's going to be a quick one. We've had very few of those, so it's up the game going along. Crew chief tonight, Zach Sarver, 21st season. Jimmy Capers in his 29th. There's Jimmy on the left, his dad, a long-time official. Also James Caper, officiated for 23 years.
Turner had one of these in Game 3. That dislodge, trying to post up a smaller player. One shove had a little more force, but I don't think that matters in this case.
No, I would agree. There we go. We'll listen. Zach Sarver is the crew chief.
After reviewing the ruling of offensive foul on Turner stands, there are also double technicals. One on Miles Turner and one on Jaylen Brown. Double technical foul.
Right, the double technical was offset, so no free throws. But again, you get a 2nd technical foul, it's automatic ejection. So White, 2 excellent defensive plays, had the steal in the bucket, and then comes back and throws the charge. 2nd foul on Turner. Overall, much ado about nothing. And they're friends again. Holiday will bring it up. Celtics' largest lead was 8. Pacers' largest lead was earlier in the 3rd, 6. Foul on the entry pass. Shepard holding on to Tatum. 2 on Shepard.
JJ, you made the point that the game turned in 3 because of the defensive intensity of the Celtics. It was across the board. Right now, Derek White, back-to-back defensive plays, trying to ignite his group on that end. That steal, and then obviously trying to battle Turner, who picks up an offensive foul on Turner.
Brown. Over the handle pass. That's turnover. Number 6 for Boston. Pacers have 9 turnovers. And another offensive foul on Turner. He throws the ball down. And I'd hope that the officials back off on that. That they don't call a technical, and that would be an automatic ejection. And there's kind of a harmless frustration with the call. But what was different about that, Mike, was the pickup point from Drew Holiday. The pickup point was at half court. He goes over top the screen and there you see the legs stick out at the last second. You don't get the offensive foul if you're playing soft defense back at the three-point line. Throws it up. Catches.
Tatum did the same thing in the first half. He didn't bounce it, he threw it up. And I think that's good officiating. This is too important a game. Let the guy express a little frustration as he picks up 2 quick offensive fouls. Picks up Tatum. Tatum fires up a three. Too strong. For the offensive board. Brown forward for Nembhard really working hard and trying to deny Jaylen Brown. Now he's trying to deny. Horford knocks it away, but Horford gets it back. Finds Tatum. Back up top right. First one is up. Back to the rim. Horford won a rebound. Back up and foul. Now Horford working hard, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Rick Carlisle said he's over the back.
Well, to start this play, Nembhard does a nice job of fighting. Horford gets the loose ball. And now he's got a size mismatch. No block out from Obi Toppin. Horford gets fouled.
So I think the free throw attempt in the game for the Celtics. Horford got 6 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. Tony is going to check in. There's just going to commit to Horford.
You're right, though, Doris. They are looking to post with Brown and Tatum a lot. Next time it was Al Horford, and a lot of times it was Andrew Nembhard is the guy that they're looking to post in the middle of the paint.
From the opening tip. Trying to make him work both ends.
Eastman throws it Horford. DJ McConnell's back in the game. Finds Jackson for the stop. Jackson 4 points, 5 rebounds, limited minutes off the bench. They lob it into Brown. Out to Tatum, right back to Brown. Great pass from Tatum. That's his 5th assist.
We talk a lot about quick decisions. The 0.5-second decisions from Indiana. Boston doing a nice job with that.
Eastman throws right at White. Shot short. Holiday comes up with the foul. Coach, halfway point here in the 3rd. Tatum crossover drive, goes past Jackson. Blocked by Jackson. Oh, what a rejection. Here comes McConnell. McConnell to the basket. Blocked by White. Jaylen Brown now down the lane. Lost it off his leg, out of bounds. Pacer ball, 2 great defensive plays.
Derek White, just electric on the defensive end. Relentless, never gives up on a play, and the best shot blocking guard in the league. No doubt about it.
He's got 3 blocks tonight. Meanwhile, Isaiah Jackson with a fantastic one as well. Nembhard takes the pass. Eastman stripped by White for foul. White's going to pick up his 2nd. Eastman. He's taken 4 free throws already.
Foul yun, no?
Definitely got ball first, but then on the swipe down, comes across the arm. You know, I'm amazed. Isaiah Jackson's play, Derek White's play there. The ability of guys who get beat off the dribble to then stay in the play, recover. The Celtics made a bunch of those plays the other night. That block from Jackson, where he gets crossed over by Tatum, and he's able to recover and block the shot. Just excellent defense, and without fouling. So hard in that angle.
In a dead sprint recovery. I mean, the footwork of the defensive player in that instance.
Eastman has taken already 3 more free throws tonight than he did the first 3 games of this series. So, Jackson guarding him on the perimeter. 7 on the 24. White looking, step back, 3-pointer, launches, won't go. Tatum gets it back. Tatum baseline inside.
Oh.
It's a foul on Tatum. That's his 3rd. And Eastman feels good to
Jason Tatum that entire possession. Tatum sort of extends that right arm, shoulder dip, comes out of the path. Two-point lead. There's McConnell. Pull-up jump shot. Tatum rips down the rebound. 5 to play here in the third. Jackson out on the corner by Tatum. Dangerous pass. Stolen by Taco. Taken back by White. White to Holiday. Fake. Side step. Three-pointer. Puts it up. Tillman fighting but can't grab it. And Jackson has it back away, but a foul on Hauser. Hauser with a foul. That's the third team foul. First on Hauser. Owazula. You can see his team with another great second half comeback. They did in game 3. Obi Taco and puts it in. Obi Taco. Rainbow. 5-point lead for the Pacers. Indiana has 4 3-pointers with Boston. A foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Jackson. 2 fouls on him. Jason Tatum's going to go underneath this screen. Isaiah Jackson does a nice job of shielding him off, and Obi Toppin the confident stroke. Holiday. Holiday drives, kicks out, back up top. Hauser, 3-pointers. Can't get it. Children is foul. It's going to be 3 fouls now on Jackson. And I like that for Jason Tatum. Hauser misses that shot. Tatum comes over to him, acknowledges that he missed, keeps shooting, gives him a high five. Love the leadership there from Jason Tatum.
There's no question about it, because this has been an epic struggle for Sam Hauser. But the belief from your best player, I want you to keep shooting. The offense was perfect. Those are the shots he made all year. He got one in the first half, and he gets some momentum, Hauser.
Hauser in the regular season averaged 9 a game, shot 42% from 3. Already pulled back. Third on Siakam return. Holiday 3-pointer. Celtics right now 9 of 28. Toppin releases down the other end. Turner back for the game. 3-pointer. Well short. Holiday throws it ahead to Hauser. Drives underneath, but he's fouled by Turner. That's 4 on Turner though. And Hauser will shoot 2. I feel like I say this once a broadcast, but I'll say it again. Miles Turner took the shot. He should not be the first guy back on defense. It's not his responsibility as the shooter. You got to make sure at least one guy gets back on those above the break threes. This is Hauser's first free throw attempt of the playoffs. And take one, obviously, in the series, only 19 during the regular season. Knocks down the first. Well, this Memorial Day, the NBA family remembers the service and sacrifice of all members of the military and their loved ones, and honors those who have given their life in service to our country. Hauser hasn't shot a free throw in a game since April. Knocks down 2, 3-point Indiana lead. Connell spins, throws it back up. Easton, this shot short. Rebound Hauser, throws it ahead. Holiday all alone down the other end, lays it up and in. Good heads-up play from Hauser. And it's back to a 1-point game as Rick Carlisle calls timeout. 3:10 remaining. Pacers trying to stay alive and live to play another day.
You guys want to win. We need you to stand up and show off your Kroger Plus card right now. We take them in all shapes and sizes. The original card, the one on the keychain, the app. Whatever it is, whatever you have, put it high in the sky. Get noticed. Let's go. Again, we're hitting out a $100 Kroger gift card. Show off She's going home.
Film.
Well, let's zoom into one of tonight's highlights brought to you by Google Pixel. Derek White just does so many things beyond scoring a basketball that impact winning. Made his second straight all-defensive team, the steal to the transition dunk, draws an offensive foul on Miles Turner. The pursuit of the basketball, not giving up on the play, the block from behind on TJ, they're just keeping the basketball alive, giving his team another opportunity. I said he's in my Alfred all-time list. He's in my Alfred Hall of Fame. He's graduated to me. He's now a certified star.
That's 9 minutes of work. Every replay you just saw was the third period.
Topping in the corner. Pass inside. McConnell kicks it back out. Siakam's got a three. Shot will go. Brown the rebound. James Brown. Back up top. Out. Checks it away from Pritchard. 10 turnovers to the Celtics. McConnell spins inside, flips it up, shot won't go. He thought he was fouled. Hauser then got a piece of it. Hauser, no hesitation, three-pointer won't go. Easton breaks it down.
But Hauser is competing defensively, and that's big, right? You can't put your head down because you're not doing your job. That's a travel, my goodness.
Inside pass, Siakam blocked by Walker, gets it back, throws it up top, Nembhard. Shot clock at 7. Nembhard fakes, bumped by Hauser, shot clock at 3, kicked, and the lead set to 14. It certainly did look like that, Doris.
Both his feet were off the ground. That pivot foot came up.
Richard trying to tell Jimmy Capers.
That, folks, would be illegal.
Boy, he let go of the ball. Over the ball. Does he touch it first? Toppin. Celtics got caught there when Obi Toppin makes it a 3-point lead. So Toppin once again in double figures. Coming up on a minute and a half remaining here in this third quarter. There has not been a double-digit lead in this one. Shepard and Tatum one-on-one. Toppin looks to help. Walker catches, fires, can't get the ball. And Shepard the rebound.
2 for their last 17, Boston for 3 after their 7 for 12 start.
McConnell spins inside. Beautiful feed, Siakam. And the lead back up to 5. 5 more assists for T.J. McConnell.
Another end of quarter situation where Indiana, at least right now, has the advantage.
Brown is spin move. Nembhard shuts him off. Shot clock at 4. Brown tries again. Layup and backs it in. He's a nice take no for an answer. And 16 points for Brown. Toppin puts his head down. Layup blocked by Horford, but it'll Walton. Off the backboard. You saw Drew Holiday in the first half with the key action on the dribble handoff. Obi Toppin got open there, clear Golden. Obi Toppin got open there because he acted like he was going to a dribble handoff and kept it to turn the corner. Draymond Green, of course, does that better than anyone.
Toppin 12 points, 5 rebounds, 5 of 8 from the field. Three-pointer. It's good. Jaylen Brown from downtown. Going from 2 for 1 there, and it's back to a 2-point game. Another shot and another foul.
Let's watch this, right? I said the Celtics start 7 for 12. Then they go 2 for 16. They make a shot. You're in a 2-for-1 situation. This is how deeply Joe Mazzulla and this Boston Celtics team believes in the variance of your three-point shooting. You might be a 40% shooter, but it's not going to go 4 for 10 every time. It's going to take a lot of different looks. You have to have that faith and believe that the numbers will eventually turn for you.
Every single time I was in a shooting slump, you know what my mindset was? 7 for 12. That's what I'm going tonight, 7 for 12, because that's regression to the mean.
Have to have that attitude. McConnell goes 1 for 2. There's a 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Holiday against Siakam. Back up top to Brown. Seven on the 24, Jaylen Brown. Toppin picks him up. Brown wants to shoot another 3. He does. Puts it up. Shot won't go. Rebound. Missed it. It's time to get off the shot. McConnell. He's not getting off in time. That will not count. Baxter immediately waves it up off McConnell. Just a split second too late. And that ends the third quarter. Tried it. After the buzzer. Fourth quarter coming up. Can the Pacers get to a game 5?
The ruling on the first confirmed. No basket.
12 minutes left. What's going to be the key to extending your season?
Key for us is not to slow it down. Keep pacing the game, keep wearing on them, keep it random, and get shots as a team.
You said that you didn't want to play randomly down the stretch, but you don't want to slow down like you have done in some games. So how do you find that balance with so much on the line tonight?
Yeah, I think we need to get stops so we can push the transition, cause early confusion in the possession, create separation, and keep the ball moving.
Thank you.
Oh, what a terrific young player he's been out on the floor right now. Facing a 3-0 deficit. Pacers trying to force the game 5. Celtics looking to get back to the NBA Finals. Shot clock down to 3. Brown behind the back. Step back, just gets it off in time. Oh, he got it! Devlin Brown from downtown. And the game is tied. McConnell, Turner, Toppin, Siakam, and Nembhard. Fouling jumper. Got it. TJ McConnell, double fingers again. I know you want to give TJ space because he's a non-shooting threat from 3, but that's just too much space. That's a practice shot for TJ McConnell. 11 points, 4 assists. Pass goes inside, and Tatum with the slam. White with his 4th assist. Toppin falling for it against Hauser. Back up top. Siakam wants the ball. One-on-one with White. Backseat inside. McConnell backs it in. Siakam with a beautiful pass. Both teams with some excellent looks. Tatum, 3-pointer. Tatum, 21 points. Nembhard. Off the bounce. Again, McConnell. Bird shoot out stars. TJ McConnell. Now with 15. Timeout Boston. Pacers back up by 4. As they've done all playoffs, the Pacers bench providing the spark and a lift. It was Obi Toppin in the 3rd. It's TJ McConnell to start the 4th.
The NBA Eastern Conference Finals are presented by AT&T. All season long, AT&T has been connecting diehard fans to once-in-a-lifetime NBA opportunities. These special moments have brought fans closer to the NBA than ever before. AT&T, connecting changes every day.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express consent of
Video review by the Replay Center. The Bay field goal at 11:35 by Jaylen Brown occurred after the expiration of the shot clock, and as a result, the basket has been overturned. Boston will be deducted 3 points.
the shot clock expires. Officials are allowed to look at that and can change it up to the completion of the next timeout. So they take it away, so it's now a 7-point lead for the Pacers. Hazard tries to get into that, can't get at the ball. Brown had it, rebound, dives on it, throws it up to Hauser. Tatum spins. Brown. See if this one goes. It's good. Brown comes right back with a three, and it's 4 again. Carter will bring it up. Nemhard slides back, looking inside, finds Turner, and Turner foul on the entry pass. Tatum picks up his 4th.
And the shot making from Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Up fake, Obi goes flying by. He's actually got an open Jason Tatum, but no hesitation whatsoever. As Siakam far enough away, he felt confident, comfortable.
He wanted to get that 3 points back. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Siakam spins, Brown stays with him. Siakam back up and in. Took it away from Brown. Great second effort from Siakam. Brown goes right back to Nemhard. Falls down. Let's see, they call a foul. Yes.
Yeah.
Nemhard is second. You see here on the spin move, it's that off arm, that left arm of Aaron Nemhard. Right there. Yep. Holiday back in. Hauser sits down. Tatum goes to the rim. Stops. They're all over. Back up top to Warford. Got clock at 6. Jaylen Brown. Brown, another 3-pointer. Back for a rebound. Top and held off Warford. And Turner got it. Nemhard racing up the floor. Nemhard the runner. Back shot is good. And the foul. Nemhard playing like a star.
That to me starts with the defense and the disposition. I mean, the Celtics are being forced to play into late clock situations. Tough individual and team defense, and if you're playing off misses, you can attack and use your body to score. I mean, he just does such a tremendous job with his elevation and touch.
Eric White the foul, his 3rd. Just tuning in again, no Tyrese Halliburton. This is the 2nd straight game of the hamstring. Nemhard, who's normally a starter of the 2-guard, playing point. And playing brilliantly once again. 9-point lead, largest in the game on either team. Jaylen Brown gets it. Finds Tatum. Tatum gets a good three, but that 3-pointer won't go. McConnell pulls it up. Throws it inside to Siakam. To the goal, McConnell missed the layup. And Holiday comes the other way. Al Horford automatic. Brown hits a 3. 4 3-pointers for Brown. He's got 25. One-on-one with Pascal Siakam. Kicks it back out top. A long 3-pointer. Tatum tips it. Ball still alive. Horford caught up with it. White throws it again to Holiday. Spin move. Derek White drives inside. Steps. Brown. Holiday step back 3-pointer. Missed it. Tatum tips it. Trying to see what he does. Great hustle from Tatum. And the 14 on the shot clock. Brown against Turner. Gets inside. Shot is up. Siakam has it. Siakam with a Euro step. Nemhard 3-pointer. McConnell. Oh, he goes down hard. Jaylen Brown broke for the rebound. Knocked into McConnell when he was in the air. And a hard fall for McConnell. And you can see clearly he's in some real pain. The non-stop effort and hustle from T.J. McConnell. Ooh, right in the face, too. And then the hard fall, unable to brace his fall. Brown looking like to me, it looked like he was trying to just deflect the ball. Yeah, I mean, that's a play that happens, right? An offensive rebounder crashing in. But they will review it because it's above the neck, it's to the face.
The way his neck looked he took a shot in the face. What's the neck?
There is no questioning this man's toughness. We've seen it time and time again throughout these playoffs, quite frankly, throughout his career. He makes momentum-changing plays.
A loose ball foul on Brown. The plays that they use it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
His momentum-changing plays gets his team fired up, gets the crowd fired up. All right, let's bring in Steve Javy. Steve, it looked like Brown was going for the ball, but he clearly missed and smacked him in the face. What's your thoughts on
Mike, in this situation, I'm looking at the criteria for flagrant foul. To me, it's the severity of contact, where it occurs, and the player is in a vulnerable position. That's two of the criteria for a flagrant foul. So I would say a flagrant penalty one.
Yeah, I would agree, Steve. Let's hear from Zach Zardo.
After review, the contact, although unfortunate, does not rise to the level of flagrant foul. Brown is making a play on the basketball and remains a combat.
I'm surprised. I thought Steve put it perfectly. And Carlisle certainly disagrees. I thought he was going to say it's unfortunate because it wasn't intentional, but it's still above the shoulders into the face.
And we've seen before, with an airborne player, that changes typically the ruling.
Clearly no wind-up, though, from Jaylen Brown. I don't know. That sometimes could factor into it. And you see Brown right away kind of say, put his hands up unintentionally. Brown staying in the game. Brown just hugged the punt. There's no malice there. Just an unfortunate, nasty smack in the face and fall. Lawson got it back. He wants to shoot. Can't get it. Elevated Brown. Still so much time remaining, over 7 minutes left. Tatum picked up by Turner with 8 out of 24. Like speed inside. He got loose all alone. Tatum pulled in. Carlisle calls timeout as the Celtics right back within 4. This is beautiful from Drew Holiday. He knows TJ McConnell's in a shift on Jason Tatum. Just a simple slot cut to create some space. He's wide open. Celtics down 4. We got 6:52 to go.
Dalawang tris lang yan.
Google Pixel, JJ. A lot of teams play 5 out on offense. Not a lot of teams can 5 out space with shooters. No help side defense on that Jason Tatum, Derek White pick and roll. And then again, everybody behind the three-point line. All eyes on Tatum. He delivers the pass to Drew Holiday. He's up to 8 assists tonight.
That to me is the major goal. The willingness to concede shots, to elevate his playmaking every single season in the league, and it's changed his game.
Endorse those numbers, game 1 and game 3. Both certainly winnable games, so close for the Pacers. But the Celtics made the big plays down the stretch. What can happen here in game 4 to keep their season alive? Topping up top. Neesmith gets in the paint, stops, jump shot, got it. Neesmith for a tough shot to bring it back up to 6. 12 points from Neesmith. Starting 5 back out there for the Boston Celtics. Horford looking, finds Holiday. Holiday, jump shot left side, in and out. Tucker picks it up. DeMar keeps that dribble alive, floats it out. Neesmith again, goes right at Brown, pulls up, jump shot. That's good. Back-to-back buckets from Neesmith. The former Celtic puts the Pacers up by 8. This guy has made so many big plays in these playoffs for the Indiana Pacers. Those are much-needed buckets. So many big defensive plays, too, in here. Offense in the fourth quarter. Brown, foul. And he'll shoot free throws with 5.5 remaining.
Smith is big, he's strong, he's been tasked with guarding the best offensive player for 3 straight series. But offensively now, in a big moment as this clock gets later and later, using his physicality to get separation. Jalen and he used to work out a ton as teammates.
Used to have shooting drills all the time. Brown hits the first free throw. Now, if the Pacers can extend the series, game 5 will be from Boston. We'll have it for you on ESPN. Coverage will begin at 7 with NBA Countdown. Tip-off shortly after 8. And Al Horford, who hit 7 threes in game 3, has only taken 3 tonight. We saw it from the opening tip. The first play for the Celtics was a Tatum Horford pick and roll. They switched. He hasn't found the space he had in game 3. Over Tatum. Up top, Nimhard. Nimhard with Holiday on him. Siakam. Turner, corner court. Tatum. Arm wrestling down low the post. Shot clock at 6. Pascal Siakam. Shot is short. And Tatum the rebound. Neesmith just mistimed his jumper and buck on the rim. Right up on 5 minutes remaining. Shooting plenty of time. Turner, who's got 5 fouls, step back, 3 quarters up. It's good. Jackson Tatum from downtown. But it's a 3-point game. Turner down the other end. Siakam sidestep, pumped away by White. And White will bring it up the floor. The turnovers at the end of these close games have rarely hurt the Pacers in games 1 and 3. Tatum pushes off. He says challenger. That's going to be Tatum's 5th foul. Neesmith with the defensive play. See the shot. Push off from Jason Tatum. They conceded the switch on the previous play. Turner ends up on Tatum. He hits the three. Neesmith, outstanding job fighting over that screen and staying in front of Jason Tatum. Siakam up top. Nembhard looking to get it to Turner. Now drives on Horford. Steps back. Pulls up. Jumper. It's good. Nembhard with 24. The lead back up to 5. Neesmith stays the right way. Back to Holiday. Holiday off the bounce. Heads into the paint. Heads fake layup. Banks it in and a foul. Over top of Bolton. And Holiday did that at the end of a chance for a three-point one.
So the Celtics' current 6-game winning streak, you've seen a more aggressive offense from Drew Holiday. He has been absolutely outstanding. 17 points per game on really efficient shooting. He goes right into the body.
And here's Neville again. Barely getting the ball over Al Horford's outstretched arms. And Drew, another example of him going to his left, playing off of 2 feet, using his body to create that space to shoot over a big defender.
You've seen a number of times where Siakam on the catch, JJ, they're sitting on his right hand. And that sitting on his right hand is making him move it a little bit. Will he continue to be aggressive here?
Tillman comes in. Tatum picked up his 5th foul, so Joe Mazzulla taking him out with 3:54 remaining. Every free throw so used right now. Holiday knocks that down. And it's a 2-point game.
Is this just a rest for a defensive sequence for Tatum? I can't imagine this is a long rest from here.
Donald pulls back. Neesmith looking to get at the Toppin. Toppin holding. Shot clock at 5. Spins. By Siakam. Lays it up and in. Last second decision by Toppin. Then Siakam puts the Pacers back up by 4. Timeout, Boston. Pascal Siakam just lurking in that dunker spot, playing off of his post-up. The very last second, he's able to find an angle to receive the basketball. Beautiful pass from Obi Toppin. Tonight after the game, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. Game 4 post-game coverage. Tim Legler will break down the key moments and appropriately listen to the Grateful Dead because they'll talk about the incredible life of our friend. Just under 3.5 remaining. Here in this fourth quarter, Pacers trying to force a game 5. Celtics advance to the NBA Finals. 5 on the 24. Tatum on the drive. Goes inside and throws it down. Tatum with force. It's back to 2. Siakam. Neesmith. 3-pointer. Horford the rebound. Outlet to Holiday. Under 3 minutes remaining. Holiday searching for an outlet. Horford did not have it. It was tipped into the back corner. Getting a back rail. And that's legal. 7 to shoot. Jalen Brown to drive. Leans in. The floater's up. It's good. Tie game. With 2.5 to play. And the Celtics do it again for the 3rd time in 4 games of this series. DJ McConnell sets. Finds Siakam right back to McConnell. Baseline jumper. Rebound Tatum. Through the hands of Holiday and a new 14. Siakam drives down the lane. Lost the ball. Picked up by Horford. Another turnover.
Oh no.
Again, sitting on the right hand of Tatum. Siakam, and they force a turnover.
Holiday drives, gets inside, kicks it out, deflected. Tatum has it. White lines up a three. Rebound back out to Tatum. Tatum says calm down as they give a new 14 on the shot clock. Compton picks it up, 4 on the 24. Tatum sidestep, three-pointer. In and out, Neesmith the rebound. McConnell pushes. Nimhard to drive. Nimhard spins, lost the ball, picked up by Brown.
So playing with pace, but playing with intelligence and patience, you're driving into traffic.
Both teams with some mistakes down the stretch. Brown drives inside, scoop layup, missed it. Siakam the rebound. Siakam to McConnell at the front court. And a timeout call by Rick Carlisle. A frantic pace as everybody will catch their breath. A mistake-prone finish right now. It's all even with 1:09 to play.
Oh.
26 for Tatum plus 12 rebounds. Celtics still have 2 timeouts remaining. Pacers have 1. Each team right now with a foul to give.
Sweep. Sweep, sweep, sweep.
The crowd
Sweep,
on its
sweep,
feet,
sweep.
hoping their Pacers can pull it out and send the series to Boston. Nimhard down the lane, goes inside, blocked by Brown, and Hope for the rebound. David Brown with another big play.
Sweep, sweep,
Holiday
sweep.
in the front court. Brown searches and looks under a minute remaining. Brown on the drive, pulls back, lost the ball, got it back, kicks it out right. Corner three, bang! Derek White from downtown.
Bang.
McConnell pushing it out. Nimhard gets it. Nimhard step back, his three-pointer. Off the mark, rebound Tatum. Tatum trying to hold on. And fouled with 29.2 seconds remaining. Derek White with clutch three.
You feel the poise of the Celtics. Jaylen Brown gets back and choose, but the best angle to pass was to the corner. And how about this play from Jaylen Brown? My goodness.
There's a little over 5-second different shot clock and game clock, so the Pacers do not have to foul. Drew Holiday holding. Turnaround in, up top, Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Tatum, step back, hooks up another three. Back to the lane, walks out. Holiday, the offensive rebound. Now the Pacers have to foul. Brown has it, final seconds. That's it, it's over. The Celtics are heading back to the NBA Finals. And another crushing finish for these Indiana Pacers. A wild, frantic Boston will be in the finals for the second time in 3 years and the 23rd time in franchise history. And what a personal for this three-time Pacers team. Boris, you talked about the boys of the Boston Celtics. Certainly their experiences as a group and in their personal careers. Drew Holiday, of course, a champion. That has played a factor in this series. There have been 3 very close games, and it has consistently been the Boston Celtics making more winning plays. Drew Holiday here, keeping the basketball alive and not enough time to foul. Well, the drive for batter number 18 will continue. Meanwhile, for the Pacers, such a season of great success and progress will come to an end. And Drew Holiday sees every big play in the 3 close games. He's been right smack in the middle of it. And the jubilation from the Celtics, the absolute misery for the Indiana Pacers. A great season. 3 games that were so winnable for him down the stretch. Instead, Boston with the sweep. It's going to be a great, huge playoff experience for a lot of the young, talented Indiana Pacers. They made their first conference finals in 10 years, but it ends in heartbreak.
Like these are the experiences you have as the Indiana Pacers. As brilliant as Nemhard was, a couple of late miscues by them, the turnover Siakam going to his left and Nemhard would give the Celtics credit, acted like they had been here before.
Let's go to Lisa.
Thank you, Jason. Take me through that last minute and 9 seconds when they came inside. Just how did you get this one to close it out?
By any means necessary, right? It's a tough game, those closers. I mean, the toughest. They fought us hard to the wire. You know, they probably the team they didn't want to give up. We just found a way. We got big shots, big rebounds, got big timely shots. So that was a hell of a win.
What did you think when you saw that 3-lead Derek White's hands?
I knew it was good. Right? We missed bunnies all night. You know, I knew we were due for one, so that was a big time shot.
He said that the closeout games are the toughest. Players always say that. Why is that the case?
They don't want to go home, right? Those NBA players, they're extremely good. The playoffs, so that game's the toughest. It's the most fun, too.
So you're over there with the podium. Congratulations on
Thanks.
Well, it's their 7th straight win in these playoffs. They're now 12-2 in the postseason. This historic regular season and now a dominant playoff run will roll into the finals. And, of course, the finals will start in Boston. Tatum with his mom. You see T.J. McConnell, who is absolutely magnificent, walking off the floor. There's something special ahead for these Indiana Pacers. They've got some great young talent. You saw that, certainly in this series. A nice mix of veterans. This Pacers team is a team that can keep their heads high. Won a season, exceeded expectations. This is a learning moment for all of them. And I want to make a comment on the Boston Celtics. Their reaction to getting back to the NBA Finals, the joy and emotion. Winning never gets old in the NBA. So a sweep for Boston. Maybe the most competitive sweep we've seen in a long time. Our producer, Jim Corrigan, director Mike Schwab, our outstanding ESPN crew. Of course, for Doris, JJ, and Lisa. Sports Center coming up next. They'll have the Eastern Conference Trophy presentation. This is Mike Green saying goodbye as the Celtics defeat the Pacers in 4 and are headed to the NBA Finals.